$566 billion, America's current trade deficit with the rest of the world. President Trump calls it a disaster, proposing protectionist trade measures to fix the imbalance. But is a multi-billion-dollar trade gap always a bad thing? A trade deficit reflects the balance of trade, meaning the difference in value between a country's exports and imports. A nation has a deficit if it imports more than it exports. And in 2017, America bought $810 billion more total goods than it sold. Things like clothes, electronics, auto parts. Trump says that is a problem. But he misses an important point. That value is just for goods, and the U.S. is no longer just a manufacturing economy. It's now service-based, too. Think finance, media, tech. And in terms of services, the U.S. has a $244 billion trade surplus. Put together, that leaves the U.S. with an overall deficit of $566 billion. But a trade deficit is not inherently good or bad. Sometimes it's even a symptom of a strong economy. After all, America's trade deficit grew during the economic boom times of the late 90s and early 2000s. That's because the U.S. economy is driven by the American consumer, and they love cheap imported goods. On the flip side, a trade surplus doesn't necessarily mean all is well with the economy. The last time America had one, Gerald Ford was president, and the U.S. was in the middle of a recession.